Gone off that sugar, full of that juice. What are we feeding these youth? Gone off that sugar and full of that juice. What are we teaching these youth? Gone off that sugar and full of that juice. What are we feeding these youth? Gone off that sugar and full of that juice. What are we teaching these youth? The State of the Union and State of the Union playing this easy ridiculous. Still waters run deep, trace back those layer under layer, refill that. Amplify use voice, please don't shoot. We won't answer why everybody got cancer, but it's stop the tobacco, stop vaping on juice. The FDA proves that only that is true. We won't answer all the process. The meat ain't right, the water ain't right. California say we tried, drop the land. Stop being evil, God would kill that land. Are we really in need or is Greek the new need? I'ma tell you like somebody told me, stay awake to the ways of the world. No cream, cause cash don't rule everything around me. Kids need juice like constant too, not smoking juice from toxic schools. To find a real cool who makes these rules. Recycled hate, generation of rage, get our minds off the case, break mental chains. The stress when they push you. Hot hits, favorite flavors in and out the coffee shops. Off nicotine, leaning out of wrong. Gone off that sugar and full of that juice. What are we feeding these youth? Gone off that sugar and full of that juice. What are we teaching these youth? Gone off that sugar and full of that juice. What are we feeding these youth? Gone off that sugar and full of that juice. What are we teaching these youth? Stop entertaining you dresser in the court. You can make it off the hood and not play sports. Headphones on with the nonsense voice. Now when they speak, me nonsense voice. I eat Compton with TJ Lofton. Rich and you trying to teach them something. Education, gentrification, automation. I go with that slave shit. True empowerment.
Y'all. Rappers is rapping about it.
The rat race. Slaves drag
We just changed times. What's going on?
Reality's what they need. Music changing lives, laugh straight out the eye. So stop being blind and see right through. Connect with positive social groups. Find a cause that's important to you. Stop over-sexualizing these youth. Leave from example, they watching you. Disappointed and they tired of being low and not having the right tools to make them grow. Because the parents don't know and yes, it shows. Gone off that sugar and full of that juice. What are we feeding these youth? Gone off that sugar and full of that juice. What are we teaching these youth? Gone off that sugar and full of that juice. What are we feeding these youth? Gone off that sugar and full of that juice. What are we teaching these youth?
Jason, what's going on? Me, Mom, how you doing?
So gone.
I'm on here, y'all. We're going to talk about gentrification and Senate Bill 50, y'all. Major game changer. Following along with the reason why I wrote the book, Monetizing Gentrification. Y'all give me a minute. I'm typing in, inviting some people. A lot of people be like, TJ, send some invites out, man. Y'all share this video. This is going to be a good one. I appreciate it. Y'all share this video. This is going to be a good one. You know what I'm saying? This is one of them nerd videos, y'all. If y'all interested in making money in real estate, then this is for you. But if you're not tripping off of real estate, then this might not be for you. If you think the world is a beautiful place and you where you want to be and you got what you need, you know, then maybe this ain't for you. But you do need to watch this and learn something. And maybe it is not for you, but you need to share it, please. Because people need to know what's going on, y'all. I don't want it to be where they say, I didn't know. I never knew that. I didn't see that one coming. Because there's too many people saying that. I wish I would have known. I wish somebody would have said something. Yeah, we did say something. You saw it. I saw it. But too many people didn't share it. So we got to share these videos, family, and put something on there that'll make your friends want to see it. Say, this guy's, he said something that really affects us all. Maybe we should watch this. You know, let's watch it. Ain't going to take but an hour. You know, I talk long-winded because I go into details on stuff sometimes. But we really got to talk about this one right here, y'all. Senate Bill 50 is a major game changer, and it's in alignment with a lot of other things that I've been telling y'all. See, I'll say stuff, people are like, yeah, okay, I hear it. Yeah, I see it. It's a little construction, gentrification. It ain't that bad. I didn't even know what gentrification was until yesterday, you know, a couple months ago. So I don't understand why we got to get all excited about it. You know, well, here's why we got to get excited about it. It's things happening that people don't understand. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here to explain these things to people of what's going on. You know, so let me see here. Okay, so boy, I got all my little technology hooked up today. Look at me. I want to talk about it's a bill that's coming out called Senate Bill 50 by Senator Scott Weiner, whatever you want to call this cat. He from San Francisco, California, y'all. Y'all know I just ate, so let me clean my teeth. If something in my mouth, y'all don't laugh at me. I'm normal. I was in the garage cleaning up, going through my memorabilia and cleaning up stuff, making room. And I started finding stuff like, whoa. Ended up doing a live, so it made me run a little late, but I'm here now. I'm in the garage. So if y'all can share this video, I appreciate it. Anyway, Senator Bill 50 is, I had to break down gentrification for y'all, but Senator Bill 50 is one of those gentrification bills like I've been talking about, y'all. Remember I wrote the book, Monetizing Gentrification. I had a budget put away so I can go out and make a documentary about my life story, y'all. Y'all hear what I just said? I was supposed to travel the country and talk about my life story, working on my documentary. So when I did, I got out there, I started seeing things around the country. I was like, hold up, wait a minute. We really don't need to be talking about cars at this second. We need to be talking about gentrification and what's going on. This is gentrification on a large level. You know what I'm saying? I thought this was just going on in California, but I didn't really trip. But I wrote about it in this book, y'all. I had to write this book specifically called Monetizing Gentrification. Why did I write this book? Because it's a lot of people who don't understand real estate, who don't understand gentrification, who don't understand Senate Bill 50, who don't understand opportunity zones, who don't understand Airbnb, who don't understand tariffs. This stuff greatly affects all of us, y'all. So I wrote this book to break it down in an easy way, layman terms. Not calling you a layman, but a way that we all can understand it. So Senate Bill 50, Trina, how you doing? You know, Senate Bill 50, again, came out of San Francisco, California by Senator Weiner. This guy, I call all of these, when y'all hear me talking about these terms, these are all gentrification terms. Senate Bill 50 is a bill that they're putting before Congress saying, hey, we don't have enough affordable housing here in California, so we would like you to pass it. We would like this law to be passed. So all of these single family homes, meaning a regular house, whether it's a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, or 5-bedroom house, they're saying we got too many residential houses. We got too many single family homes. We need multiple family homes, multiple units. So let's get rid of all the single family homes, zoning for the single family homes, and make it multi-use, where we can build fourplexes, 2, 3, and 4, and up plexes on all of these lots. Let me sit up. Meaning we want to go in there in the name of affordable housing. Y'all keep it word. Y'all stay away from that word affordable housing. We're going to talk about that too. They want to come, they're using this word, this trigger word called affordable housing. It's very appealing for people who don't have a lot of money. We love that word, not we, but people who don't know what's going on, they are rallying for affordable housing and don't realizing it's a double-edged sword. The word itself is not what they think it means. I'm going to touch it real quick. Affordable, you have to look at it like this. What is affordable housing? What you want affordable housing to mean is houses in LA is 700, 800,000. So in your mind, you want affordable housing to be 250, 300. But if houses in LA are 700 and 800,000, then affordable housing to them is 650. So they're passing laws saying we need more affordable housing, right? The laws are going to take a while to pass. Now, by the time those laws pass, California housing price, median home price, will be $1.5 million. So now, what's an affordable housing at $1.5 million is the median home price for the area. Meaning, what is the median home price? Median home price is what is the average cost of a house in this city, in LA. Oh, $1.5 million for that 2-bedroom house in Compton. Oh, they changed the name. It's no longer Compton. It's called Compton Heights. That $1.5 million for that house in Watts, California. Oh, I'm sorry. It's no longer called Watts. It's called Watts Hills. You know what I'm saying? So the median home price in Watts Hills or Compton Heights is $1.5 million. So we need to bring affordable housing to that neighborhood. So, okay, cool. Yeah, we're going to bring some affordable housing to Watts Heights and Compton Hills or something like that, or the other way around. And what does that start off at? Oh, well, if they had 1.5, affordable housing is going to come in at about 950 or 1.1. Y'all hear what I just said? 950 or 1.1. I know y'all looking at me crazy thinking that these housing, that stuff is a little bit over exaggerated, TJ. The real estate ain't that expensive, TJ. So why are you pumping these prices up? Well, when the house was at 200 and I was saying the house is going to go to $500,000, y'all thought that was a little bit over exaggerated. Now you're doing backflips looking for one. If you can find a house at $500,000, you'll do a backflip to go get it. You know what I'm saying? But you got to look at my history and go back and look at the things that I talked about from day one. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this for 4 or 5 years, telling y'all what's happening and not just talking about the problem, but talking about the solution. So Senate Bill 50 coming out of San Francisco, California is a bill that they want to eliminate single family homes. So what does that mean for you and me? They're talking about me and you, we can make a lot of money off of this. Again, we can monetize this. If you own a house, if you own a piece of land, and all of a sudden they pass this law, your house value is going to double immediately because they can tear that house down and turn around and put up a duplex to a fourplex. See, they setting us up by telling us, oh, duplex, triplex, fourplex, but then they're going to pass another law that's going to say, okay, it's okay to go up 3 stories. It's the zoning has changed again. So now you can go up 3 stories and, oh yeah, matter of fact, you can have underground parking. So now that sets it up to where it's no longer a fourplex. Now you can put a 6plex. And then they're going to turn around and say, oh, we phased out automotive. We're phasing out. And we want Culver City to be a car-free city. Since we have Senate Bill 50 passed, we no longer want people to have cars in Culver City or Compton, for example. And then they'll turn around and say, we're going to build on that lot where we can build a fourplex that used to be residential. We're going to turn around and put a 7plex because we're going to phase out cars. And that means we don't have to build garages no more. You know what I'm saying? So now we can build bigger. So affordable housing, let's talk about that. They're pushing this under the cloak of affordable housing. We need more affordable housing. Family, this thing is all about people want to live closer to the beach. People want to live closer to the airports, and they're willing to pay more money. People want to live in California. People want to live near the major hubs. California has the best weather in America, family, period. Los Angeles, California, Compton, California, Watts, California has the best weather in America, and a lot of people know it, and they're starting to realize, and the wealthy people are saying, we want to move there. So now you have the baby boomers retiring. They're all leaving. They saying it's too expensive. We're going to move back east. So now the real estate all over America, where all African-American people, baby boomers who are retiring, are moving back east or down south so they can be closer to their grandchildren who went to these black HBCUs out of the country. I'm sorry, out of the state. How come we ain't got no black HBCUs in California? Huh? You know, I think we got like one that just opened recently. But historically, most people who went to a HBCU down south or on the East Coast, they don't come back home, y'all. In California, it was very, very serious about not having them out here in California because they knew we don't want people coming out here and trying to stay. We don't want them keeping these black communities out here. And oh man, I can really go in, y'all. That's why I wrote the book. I really went in the book. I can really continue to go in, but y'all got to buy this book, y'all, because I really talk about a lot of this kind of stuff. But they've been baiting people out of California for a long time. They've been baiting people out of California for a long time so that they can turn around and lock the door so people can't come back. So people who are leaving California are leaving here with a lot of money, meaning the houses are going for 7, 8, 9, 1.6. I was talking to some friends the other day. They lived across the street from USC, and they were like, their little house in the hood where people was getting shot at is worth 1.6 million for that little regular house. And it was like, wow, 1.6 million. They didn't pay nowhere near that. How about they didn't pay a quarter of that for that house. That house was not such a great area. It was in not such a great area, but because USC, one of the biggest colleges in the world, has decided to expand, real estate is going up. It's skyrocketing in a major way. They buying up everything they can. I told y'all a long time ago, 3-4 years ago, USC even created loans for its people, for its employees, saying, if you buy a house here around USC, we'll find it. We'll finance it for you. You don't have to go through a regular bank. We'll fund it for you, because they want to own all the real estate around their school. So USC is responsible for more gentrification in that area than anybody. These colleges are like cities within themselves. And if USC is your school and I offended you, then I don't really want to apologize for telling you the truth, but hey, it is what it is. But it ain't just USC, family. It's all over America. So when you go all around America, like I did, I hit 15 states in 2018. I attempted to hit 25 states, but I realized that I was desperately needed in those 15. So I kept going back and forth, because there was a lot of stuff going on. It was more than just telling, okay, well, you identified the problem and you're coming in telling us the problem, but we need solutions. And now we see you got solutions. So that's why I spoke so much last year. That's why I was at all these major conferences talking about gentrification. You know, yes, I do have solutions for that, family. There's a lot of things that we can do to stop this gentrification. That's why I'm talking about Senate Bill 50. Y'all need not to vote on certain things on a bill like that, because that is definitely going to hurt California. That's going to hurt America, to be honest with y'all. They changed the zoning and all of a sudden the real estate really continues to go up. If you're a homeowner, that's wonderful. You're going to make a lot of money. But if you are a young person graduating from college, you ain't going to be able to afford to live where you grew up at. You're not going to be able to afford to buy a house down the street, across the street, next door to your mom and dad. You will not be able to afford to buy your mama's house. If your mama decide, your parents get elder and say, we want to leave you this house, and then all of a sudden you come in there and this house worth 1.6 million, and your parents get older and they pass away, and mama willed you that house, that she gonna leave you the house and want you to be the executor over her estate or something like that, the government gonna look at you and say, well, wait a minute, what is your credit score? You're gonna be like, I got the will right here. Mama left me this house, blah, 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 blah. And you know, I'm managing mama's stuff while she's old or she passed away. They gonna be like, no, your credit score ain't good enough to be managing no $1.6 million. Oh, your mom's got real estate? Oh no, we're gonna have to manage that for you. So give us that. We'll give you a little bit every now and then or something stupid. Y'all, the game is changing. I just want y'all to know it. But again, I'm not about the problem. I'm about the solutions. I'm about telling y'all things up front so y'all know what to do. So what else is going on? So let's look at examples around the country. Before they do something here, I got on to Senate Bill 50 after watching Minneapolis, Minnesota. They passed a law earlier this year saying that they don't want no more single family homes. You know what I'm saying? So I've been kind of following that for a while, and I know they practice, they do it first in other states, and then they'll bring it back to California, and then they'll put it over here to see if they can get away with it over here. But they say, oh, they got away with it in Minnesota, it worked out. It's kind of like trial and error. Let's see what's going to happen in Minnesota. We're going to pass Senate Bill 50, put a different name on it or whatever, and then all of a sudden it passes, and then they look and see what's going to happen, what kind of lawsuits going to happen, who's going to complain about this Senate Bill 50. What's up, Richard? What's up, Jerome? They say, let's see what's going to happen. What's up, Garrett? What's going on with me? They say, let's see what's going to happen. RB Customs, the J, the JMC, what's going on in effect? They say let's pass these laws and see what's going to happen on the East Coast first in Minnesota. What they going to do about it in Minnesota? Who's going to sue us? Which politicians are going to fight us back about it? Who's going to complain? Well, they got it through successfully, and it went over well, and everything's flowing. They tearing people's houses down. They ain't giving nobody no permits. You come in there saying, oh, I own this land. I want to build my dream home on this because I've been paying on this lot for maybe 6 years now. You know what I'm saying? I bought this $85,000 piece of land, and I've been, I'm a school teacher. My wife is a parking meter maid, something like that. Together we make $70,000 a year. We're just making it. So we're making some nice moves. We bought our piece of land. We've been paying on it while we've been sacrificing living with our parents. Now all of a sudden they getting ready to build their custom home, which is going to put them in a great financial situation. They changed the zoning now. That zoning says you can no longer build a single family home on that land. So where they thought they only gonna need about $250,000 to build a dream house that was gonna come out and appraise at about $750,000 or $800,000, they're like, you can't build that no more. You got to build a minimum of a fourplex. They like, we don't want no fourplex. We want a house. We've been wanting a dream home. That's why we bought this residential land. Sorry, sell it. Sell it, move somewhere else. Sorry. Ain't nothing we can do about it. Send a Bill 50 pass. Now we got people like that getting screwed. So that's why you look back again. When I say read this book, it ain't no longer about starting building my first dream home. It's about building my first apartment building. Y'all remember I said that a long time ago. Remember I put that in my book. I put the game in there, y'all. I'm telling y'all. And it's interesting when stuff start coming to fruition. People start texting me, start inboxing me, start emailing me. TJ, you were right. You were right. And I'm like, I've been telling y'all, I know this game. This is why I talk about it. I'm from a different area than everybody else. People like, you're more about educating people. Yeah, I am, because I know the long-term effects of high prices and affordable housing is homelessness. Y'all hear that? We got historical homelessness going on right now. So anyway, family, if you own a piece of land, don't get scared and sell it because Senate Bill 50 just forced you can't build your dream home no more. You may want to build that fourplex or whatever better and put that on top, because this law is going to change things in a major way. So they gonna pass this law. Trust me, y'all. This is gonna pass. Why is it gonna pass? Because remember, I told y'all they got 10 million more people will be living in Los Angeles, California by 2050. Hey, Dream, what's going on, brother? So of course they're gonna pass this law. And if you living out of state in Texas, Tennessee, Minnesota, Minneapolis, whatever the heck it is, Chicago, you probably thinking about what that got to do with us. It got a lot to do with y'all. It got a whole lot to do with you, because what's fixing to happen is they're gonna come in here. You got people who got nice houses, right? They're living very comfortable. And now all of a sudden they pass these laws and they're going to make them very uncomfortable. And they're going to say, we don't no longer want you to own that little small residential house. So developers have already bought up a large amount of these houses in Black communities all over America, because they've been strategizing for decades. And I've been talking about this for a decade, y'all. Back in the days, I was trying to buy up everything too, because I peeped that out. But of course, they found out a Black man was doing what he was doing. They was like, you got to go. We don't want you out here participating in what we doing. We don't even know how you found out about what we doing. You know what I'm saying? That's why I had some problems in my life, because I've always known about how construction work. Y'all know I got that construction background, had that real estate license and a mortgage broker license and a business license. So I know business and real estate and construction, and I got the eye of the investor. That's why I teach these classes. If y'all hadn't taken my training class, if you hadn't had coaching by me, if you hadn't had sit down with me for a consultation, 1 hour consultation online via Skype, FaceTime, or any one of those platforms where we can see each other, whichever, or in person, you know what I'm saying? You need to do that. It is no longer about send your child off to school and get a good job. That's over. That's an old plan. It's outdated. It's no longer, it's null and void. When these new laws start passing, family, it is going to affect college life. It's going to affect everybody's lives, y'all. So people who are living here in California and they comfortable with their houses, now all of a sudden they're going to start seeing developers are going to be tearing down. Their neighbors are going to be selling their houses, and the developers are going to be coming in, tearing them down, and putting up big units. So imagine you, the little bitty nice house sitting in between two big apartment buildings. They're going to go out of their way to force you out of that little house, y'all. That's why you have to know the game. This is why I teach people how to stop gentrification, how to identify gentrification, how to put a major effect on it to slow it down. I know y'all probably think, oh, how you gonna stop gentrification, all that? See, these are the same people that was asking, what did gentrification mean? You know, when you understand real estate and you know how it works, you know what to do and what not to do. You know, it is strategies we have to put in place. It's things we need to be telling our politicians to pass. I'll put it like this. Politicians don't just wake up and know everything that they need to know so that they can go vote. Most times politicians don't know what these laws mean. They don't know how they affect the people. That's why you'll see certain politicians like Garcetti or something, they say, what's your position on Senate Bill 50? And they'll go, I don't have one right now. Check back with me. Why do they say that? Because they don't know what does that mean? What's the effects of developers wanting to pass a law? They wanted to pass Senate Bill 50. What is the effects of that? They know they're going to call it affordable housing, but they know they don't want the laws to pass. And then all of a sudden later, as soon as they pass it, all of a sudden they got people jumping down their throat because the inside of that bill, it was going to cut off somebody else and going to make it hard for the regular people. So now they're going to have one group happy, but a whole nother group over here mad and coming down on them. Now they scared to make public appearances. So our politicians do not know what's going on. A lot of black politicians don't know what's going on. They just get told, hey, vote for this. We need you to vote for that, doing favors for their friends. And they don't know how they're going to affect their own communities, their counties where they're from, their communities. Black politicians are usually representing black communities, but these people don't know how these things affect their communities. But because I have a developer background, I can tell them. I will tell them, just like back in the days, I told one of the politicians, I said, look, this is about to be gentrification capital. I mean, this is about to be Section 8 capital because they passed this one law. And he looked at me crazy. He didn't even know that. And then he turned around and he went through a whole lot of problems behind that. They wanted me up out of there after that. They like, TJ told me that. They like, how you know what that means? And all of a sudden, TJ told me, no, well, TJ need to get his butt up out of here. We don't want him out here because he wasn't even supposed to know that. But anyway, y'all, it's just interesting. So I teach these training classes. I teach people how this stuff works. So we all, it's a community thing. You know what I'm saying? You need to take some classes from me, some coaching, some consultation, so that you can know what's going to hurt your city, how is it going to affect your city, what's going to happen. If you're looking at me and you wonder, okay, well, TJ, what have you done to let us know that you got the authority to write a book called Monetizing Gentrification? Well, if you go back and look at my history and you look at 13 through 15 or something in that neighborhood, I was in Leimert Park. They tried to gentrify Leimert Park. I was the one who stopped all that and shut it down temporarily for about a couple years. You know what I'm saying? Where they couldn't do anything about it. And they ended up, after I started traveling, they ended up putting that fence around the park. But when you look at my history, you'll see that the city had to come to the table with me. They told us, okay, well, since y'all organized, y'all need a name and y'all need a nonprofit or whatever it is, or y'all need to get a president. Everybody knew it. TJ's the president. He's the one who shut y'all down, who stopped it. And I'm not trying to brag about nothing, y'all. I just want y'all to know it can be done. Most people thought we're going to move out of Leimert Park because we know the gentrification. We know that we're going to have to leave. We know that they was going to take the park a long time ago. They said we knew that. We've been knowing that. So when they came to shut that park down, people were already packing up leaving because they knew that it's over with. They already told us this for a couple of years, TJ. They've been talking about this. So my thing, I come in there with my checklist. I said, did they do this? Did they ask y'all to do that? Did they Did they give y'all this? Did they sign that? No. They ain't never gave us nothing like that. Well, put your stuff back in the park. Y'all ain't got to go nowhere. Why? Because I know real estate, I know the laws, I know business, and they put the stuff back in the park. Before I know it, we talking to the city, and next thing you know, I'm sitting there with my own meetings on Wednesdays. They had meetings on Mondays. They gave me a meeting in the same building on Wednesday because they said these fuckers didn't organize. They was pissed off about it. We went in 28 years, they have never organized. The Leimert Park vendors in Los Angeles, California, in 28 years had never organized. TJ was the one who came. I was the one who organized the vendors and told them what they needed to know, and it sounded good enough that they realized he can help us because he knows what he's talking about. The Hebrew Israelites, the Moors, the Christians, the every last one of the different religions, they all got behind me and supported me. That never happened in vendor history, y'all, because none of those groups got along. Christians didn't want to listen to the Moors. Hebrews didn't want to listen to the Rastas, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. None of religion divides us. And I was the one who went there and fixed that and brought everybody together. And we went to the table. They'd never seen anything like that before in their lifetime. In 28 years since the vendor's been in Leimert Park, they'd never seen anything like that. That's why Al Jazeera TV came out, wanted to see me. And y'all can go to my Facebook page and look at all this stuff. Or if you got my book, the pictures is in the book. So that's why I was able to write this book, y'all. I know gentrification. I know I was the one who called out gentrification in LA County and exposed that train going under the street because everybody didn't know it was there. People didn't even know they was building a train down Crenshaw Boulevard up under the ground and it was going to affect the real estate prices, y'all. So that's my background. You know what I'm saying? I got a long history. I can continue to tell y'all some things that I did, but I'm going to kind of keep it quiet. You know what I'm saying? I only talk about that one because a lot of people seen that and was right there. You know what I'm saying? That whole organization of vendors who came together to support me, to fight to save that park. And I'm sitting in the front of the line telling everybody what to say. They said they ain't never seen nothing like that before. So my point is, one man can make a difference, but you need to learn from that man so that you can take this back to all your states and turn around and do the same things. You know what I'm saying? Leimert Park was temporary, but purely based on the fact that I travel a lot. So I didn't think it made no sense. I'm like, I realized I said I should have taught people what to do. I thought they was taking notes when I was in there saying this stuff. I was telling people what I was going to do, but the problem was you can't depend on one person to do everything. What happened when something happened to that one person? We look at Marcus Garvey ran Black Wall Street. That was the most profound, brilliant black man in U.S. history. I would like to say he was the smartest black man in U.S. history. It wasn't Martin Luther King or Malcolm X. No offense to none of those brothers. It was Marcus Garvey was the leader of Black America. That man created so many jobs. That man created so many businesses, period. Martin Luther King didn't create businesses or jobs. Malcolm X didn't create businesses or jobs. We don't know these people for these things. No offense, but if you want to create businesses and jobs, y'all, you got to sit back and learn from a person. Learn from me so I can teach y'all how y'all can go back into your cities and say the things that need to be said and how to identify gentrification, how to listen for these laws. I don't know what rapper is going to be in concert coming up. I don't know which one of my favorite singers is going to be in concert. I don't know what basketball teams is winning, what football teams is losing. I don't know none of that. But I can tell you about Senate Bill 50 because it's a real estate bill and I stay up on that kind of stuff because I know that affects us all. And I know when these bills start passing, homelessness is going to really start climbing. All of a sudden, they're going to be having you put in positions and you're not going to know what to do. You're going to be sitting here thinking, I got a master's degree and I don't understand. What does this mean? They sent me this notice in the mail and I don't know what to do. They didn't teach me this kind of stuff in school. That's a reason why they could do gentrification. Gentrification can railroad black communities because they know black people have not been taught real estate. So they can't even identify it in their face when it's happening. They can't identify gentrification because they don't know what it looked like. They don't know what these bills passing. We tell them, oh, we're going to put affordable housing out. They're going to vote for us. We're going to vote. Oh, black people, vote for me because I'm going to make sure y'all get affordable housing. And then you like, okay, we're going to vote for them. Next thing you know, affordable, the bill passes and all of a sudden your mortgage skyrocket or your rent skyrockets or something like that. or these cats come in there and start evicting people in large numbers. And you're like, well, what happened? How is that possible? Because you voted for this bill. You voted that politician in, and the politician told y'all they was going to bring affordable housing in. They be like, yeah, I know, but what did that mean? We didn't, ain't that a good thing? They're like, no, affordable housing ain't a good thing. You know, it's like people don't understand this stuff. So people told me a long time ago, TJ, if you want to, you can't think common sense is common. Common sense is not common. You know this stuff, but we don't know this stuff. Yes, I got a doctor's degree. Yes, my homeboys. Yes, I'm a doctor. Yes, I make 6 and 7 figures a year, but I don't know all that real estate. That's why I'm sitting down calling you every 5 minutes, asking you questions, asking you, what do I need to do? Or what I heard these doctors, these Jewish doctors talking about opening up a blah, blah, blah. What do you think about that? Should I give them some money and invest? I've been coaching people like that for years, long before I was a coach, long before I knew that I can get paid to coach people. I was answering questions like that. Yes, you should give them some money, or no, you should not give them no money. Here's why. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, family, I am teaching training classes so that we can save Black America. It's not about, oh, well, TJ, I already took such and such's class, and I know how to flip real estate, and you know what I'm saying, I'm buying tax liens and all of that. See, this is stuff they throwing out there for the people like you. These are things that they are throwing out there because they know that Black America is hungry. They're saying, look, we tired of working a job. We've realized that this degree ain't really going to help me to have, what is it? This degree ain't going to help me to have private jets. You see what I'm saying? I can't shop through a private jet magazine like TJ. One of my homeboys wants to buy a jet. So, of course, TJ, can you look into this for me? Which one should I buy? So what am I doing? I'm looking through the private jet book, brushing up on my knowledge of jets so that I can help him make a good purchase. It's like, okay, should I spend 10 million? Should I spend 50 million? TJ, what's the difference? I don't understand. What's the difference between a 10 million and an $85 million jet, TJ? Is it custom leather or what is it? I don't understand. I just know I need a nice jet. I said, well, here's some things you need to know. If you get this jet for 5 million, you're going to be able to fly from here to Texas, and then you're going to have to stop to get gas. You're going to try to go to Atlanta, but you're going to have to stop in Texas to get gas. So boom, you got to stop. That's 10 million. Now, a $20 million jet may get you from California to Atlanta nonstop, but then you're going to have to get gas. But if you want to go from California to London, you're going to need the $85 million jet. That's a nonstop. It has a longer range. So anyway, you got to know people like me. This is what I coach people on the game. So people call me asking me questions all the time about different things, but I realize I got to train people on the things that they don't teach in college. Y'all hear what I just said? People come to me to learn about the things that they don't teach in college. People come to me to learn about the things, yes, you know how to flip houses, but what do I do with this money, TJ? You know what I'm saying? I just made a bunch of money, and now I got hit over the head with all these taxes. I didn't know they were going to take half the money from taxes, and I didn't know. Well, if you would have took the class from me, I would have told you about how to deal with money. See, let me rewind. I'm just, my mind is just all over the place. I'm excited, y'all. If I don't know if y'all can tell, Senate Bill 50 is just a long line of bills that's passed already, and it's going to continue to be passed until they just bulldoze all of LA. Now, I'm excited because it's historical opportunities to create large amounts of wealth. That's why I wrote the book called Monetizing Gentrification, by the way. You see what I'm saying? That's why I wrote the book, because I want us to be able to make money off of this. It's historical opportunities in real estate for us to make large amounts of money. That's why I wrote the book. If y'all can please share this video, I really appreciate it. Or if y'all think I said something that y'all appreciated, that y'all needed to know, you know what I'm saying, feel free to drop me a donation on Cash App. Was it # Thomas TJ Lofton? I appreciate y'all. Born, how you doing, fam? Nails, how you doing? I appreciate y'all. My YouTube family, can y'all please hit subscribe, Facebook and Instagram, if y'all don't mind. Can y'all please hit follow or like or share, and please take the time out of y'all schedule and go to subscribe. go to YouTube and hit subscribe for me. I would greatly appreciate that. I want to be able to go walking down the street and hit and do a YouTube live when I'm walking or when I'm sitting in the backyard with my feet in the dirt, ground into the earth or something. But they say I need to have 1,000 followers on YouTube live. I mean on YouTube so that I can go live. See, Princess, what's going on? So, family, y'all know I got my website, thomastjlofton.com. That's LOFTIN, thomastjlofton.com. I got videos on my website, family, where I talk about stuff like this, where I'm working on my training. TJ's Wealth Academy is on my website, and I'm working on my training so that y'all can just go to my website and my online classes and take the classes. But I haven't really went too deep with these videos because every day is a new law passing that's greatly affecting things. So when I train people or when I do my coaching, I like people to call me. I like to do the one-on-one so I can talk about Senate Bill 50 that just came out that's about to be passed. I can talk about things that's just passed. I can talk about things that's about to be passed. But once I put up a training video or something like that, then all of a sudden, the new law passes, then I got to go back and redo the whole video because it changes the total game. It's complete game change. It's like, wow, this is exciting. It's a lot of money going to be made. This is scary. It's a lot of homeless people about to be created with this, even more homeless people. So I like my information to be up to date. So that's why I like sitting here on the phone. I like sitting here on my Google Hangouts, talking to people on the other side of the country about, you know what I'm saying, some law they about to pass, or how these white folks is trying to force everybody out this black neighborhood, how they didn't force these black folks who had a 10-year lease with the park, and they had a community garden in the middle of a black neighborhood in the park, but all of a sudden homosexual transvestite type of women that we're not sure what it is. It's a man that looks like a woman. And they came in and forced the park to void out our agreement for the next 50 years. And now we got to get rid of the garden. How could they do that, TJ? Y'all know this didn't happen once. This didn't happen twice. This is like the 5th time somebody called me with the same exact story. So what is transsexuals, transgender? No offense talking about transgenders, but why is it that transgender people don't like black people having gardens? Don't take that the wrong way, y'all. I ain't trying to be racist or anything else. It's just a good question. That's it. What is that about? Why is it that transgender in particularly don't like African Americans having gardens? That's very interesting because I talk to people about this all over the country regularly. You know what I'm saying? People call me and ask me questions. So anyway, I do coaching and I talk to people about stuff like this so that I can help them through it with solutions. So if I made here's the book, here's the training program, take this training program and you will have up-to-date information. No, it's not going to be up to date. You know what I'm saying? This book been out for 7 months, I think, since last September, 7-8 months. Don't quote me. And since then, opportunity zones came out, Senate Bill 50 about to be passed. It's a lot of stuff, and the tariffs came out. It's a lot of stuff that's going on. And it's like, it got to be up to date information, family. Why does this information need to be up to date when y'all hear me speak to y'all? Because it's greatly affecting us by the days. So I would, in a perfect world, family, I would like to see people take my training classes. I would like to see people taking my training classes versus putting everybody in college all the time. You know what I'm saying? Why is everybody putting our children in college and they can't even come home and help us stop this gentrification? They don't know how. Having a doctorate ain't gonna help you stop gentrification. What's going on, brother? I haven't forgotten about you. Been working long days. I know you have, brother. Been handling your business. I've been looking at Cleveland and Detroit. Very true. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. You know, I'm not hating on college, family. But I'm one of our greatest scholars. Not trying to pump my own ego, but I'm trying to tell y'all, I know this game, y'all. I live for this real estate. You don't see me on there trying to compete with people talking about, oh, I know more about real estate than you, because I'm too busy dealing with the real estate. I'm too busy dealing with the business. I'm too busy trying to teach people the game. This game is not just about, oh, I want to create wealth off of the real estate. This game is, I want Black people to be able to stay in the house, not living on Skid Row, not being homeless. That's what I want. So I want to be able to work with my people. I want these people, if you think your child is smart enough to go to college and you got the cash to pay for them to go to college, you got the cash to pay me to teach your son or to train your daughter how the real world works, how to create wealth in your family. We got enough employees, y'all. Can we create some entrepreneurs? Can we create some leaders? Can we create, okay, TJ, my daughter likes to argue and she got her law degree. Can she take your training so when she go out there and represent African-American people, she gonna know what to talk about? That's what this is all about. I want to take some of these doctors. I want to take some of these potential politicians, some of these attorneys, and school them on real estate and business so that they can know what laws to pass. Because if our Black politicians don't know what laws to pass, they don't know what they want. They just know, oh, we want jobs. My people want jobs. They want to stay just over broke. So we want to work. This politician gonna tell me, I was talking to this politician one time. I'm gonna put him out. I ain't gonna say his name, but I was in Compton at a Compton meeting one day, and this politician, he stuck his chest out and was very proud and said, I'm the one who bought in Walmart. We got over 100 jobs because of me. I'm the one who bought in Walmart to Compton. And this dude's chest was stuck out and he walked around with his head up high, and I shut his ass down. I said, okay, so you're responsible for bringing in Walmart. He said, yes. Yes, I am. And I'm thankful. I get a lot of praise for that. I said, who's praising you? He looked at me like, what? He said, everybody's praising me. I said, well, that's a damn shame, to myself. But I said, I had to maintain the conversation because I was very well respected in that room. I said, okay, does Walmart have full-time jobs? And he looked at me like, what? I said, everybody else in the room heard me, right? And they looked like, yeah, we heard you. I said, does Walmart have full-time jobs? No, most of their employees are part-time. Does Walmart pay a living wage? No. I said, does Walmart sell? I said, what's the percentage of Black products does Walmart sell? He couldn't answer none of them questions. He couldn't answer none of those questions, or he did not want to answer. I said, see, I wish you would have talked to me before you bought Walmart in, because I would have schooled you. Walmart would have never came to Compton, would have never came into these Black communities without, you know what I'm saying? Walmart would have never came, and they probably wouldn't even Compton. Walmart would have never came into the middle of a Black community if they didn't do certain things. Okay, well, what would you have restricted Walmart from doing? I would have said when Walmart came in, Walmart has to have 50% of Black products on the shelves. We want Walmart to have local Black products. If it's in the Black community in LA, I think it was LA or something. If it's in a Black community in LA, we want Walmart to come in here and they have to buy from Black vendors, whether it's salad or whether it's toy dolls, whatever it is. They need to buy 50% of the things that they sell in this Black community. They need to buy it from a Black vendor, meaning a Black manufacturer. Okay, you got some books on the shelves. Okay, well, we need monetizing gentrification. You guys need to go purchase 5,000 of those books from Thomas T.J. Lofton. He's local here. He's one of our scholars. So we would like to have his book on the shelf, and you guys got to pay him a fair wage for a fair market value for his book. So if he's selling his book market value at whatever he's selling it wholesale, then you need to turn around and honor that same price. Okay, well, if you're buying 5 or 10,000 or 50,000, then I'm sure you can work out a better deal, but you don't need to beat TJ down and turn around and give him 90 cents for his book and still sell it and then sell it for 30. He don't want to sell his book for $30. He don't want to sell his book for $10.99. He wants to sell it for $25 because he doesn't want you to go undercut Malik Books or Simply Wholesome. That's local in these communities. We don't want Walmart coming in and undervaluing all the products to where Black businesses can't compete. So these are the things that I would have told Walmart. And why y'all probably looking at me, well, why would they be able to tell Walmart what they can do and what they can't do? Well, because these cities put up money to bring Walmart to Black neighborhoods. Don't think that Walmart just decide, oh, we moving to Compton. Amazon just decided, oh, we want to move to San Bernardino. That ain't how that work, y'all. These cities be putting up big money to bring in these corporations, y'all. So the money these cities be putting up to bring in corporations, they could also be financing these small Black businesses. Y'all hear what I just said? The money that these cities put up to bring in Walmart or Amazon, all of these tax breaks, or here goes 50 acres in a mule Walmart or Amazon. Can y'all come over here and bring an Amazon warehouse, million square foot warehouse to this city? We'll give you all of these tax breaks. We'll give you this free land and we'll give you X amount of millions, but don't tell anyone. Well, see, I'm a developer. I know how all that stuff works. So this is why it's important that I get to train people. This is why it's important that our people, Black people that I'm sitting here looking at on my phone or my YouTube, on this desktop, whatever, y'all need to send me your children that's going to be politicians. If you are a politician, you need to come and sit down with me and let me train you in this $1 billion, $1 trillion game and tell y'all how you really can help Black America. You genuinely say you want to help Black America, but the problem is most politicians don't know what help look like. They bring in Walmart and say, we created 100 jobs. Well, you don't got, in 10 years, them people that work at Walmart can't even buy a home. They couldn't buy a home from day one. In fact, they still on food stamps. They barely get minimum wage at Walmart. They can't even get medical. You know what I'm saying? They don't even have insurance from the Walmart. You know what I'm saying? How they can't get dental and vision? That don't make no sense. So why would we want Walmart here? That ain't no living wage job. Anyway, family, so that's why I tell people I train, I do coachings, you know, and I want to train. I train up the community leaders. I train up our future business owners and leaders, the people who know, who can think like me, who know how to identify something good versus something bad. Senate Bill 50 is about to go out. Most politicians don't know what the hell that means. All they hear is the word affordable housing. They're going to jump on board. And all of a sudden, they're going to look back 2 years from now and be like, what happened to all the Black people? Where's all my Black constituents? Where's all my Black stakeholders? Oh, well, you passed Senate Bill 50 and all of them gone now. They got forced to sell their houses. They couldn't afford to add on to the house because Senate Bill 50 said it's illegal to have a single family home in LA. So you definitely can't add on to your home. You can't put an ADU in your backyard, meaning an assisted dwelling unit in the backyard where your children is living over the garage in the backyard because you hooked it up. They ain't gonna let you do that in these communities where this new zoning passes. So anyway, family, again, we got solutions, but it's up to y'all to get on board with it. Do you want your child to be an employee, or do you want to continue to be employee, or do you want to be wealthy and successful? Do you want to be a community leader? Do you want to be able to save your community like Marcus Garvey did? Okay, I know somebody being stupid thinking, well, they came in and bombed Black Wall Street and all of that. Well, you know what, y'all? I'd rather not be than sit there and be in slavery. I know that don't sound right to y'all, but I'm tired of seeing people out here with degrees and homeless. Y'all hear what I just said? We got people out here homeless, some of them got master's degrees. We got homeless people getting up off the sidewalk out of their tent every morning with their families, jumping in a car around the corner and driving to 24-hour fitness and taking a shower and changing clothes and taking their children to school, and then they go to work. We got a whole new kind of homeless out here. And they like, I got a degree. I got a master's degree, and I can't afford to make the payments. I couldn't rent an apartment because I fell behind on my payments on my student loan, and now all of a sudden my credit was messed up. Their credit was messed up, so they couldn't afford. They couldn't get it. They couldn't rent that apartment. So now they homeless. Well, why would you sleep on the street? They said, TJ, it's better to sleep on the street in a tent than it is to move back south without a job. They said they can't transfer their job back south. And I just be listening to this stuff, y'all, and it absolutely blows my mind. It absolutely blows my mind. Because this is what I get paid to do, y'all. This is what I do. I go find out what is the problem in Black America. What's wrong with my Black people? We got thousands of millions of college students with degrees, y'all. And why is all these people homeless? Why we ain't stopping gentrification? Why we ain't really got no affordable housing? Why we don't have no safe zones where African American people can live and the housing prices is $200,000 or lower? Why we don't have no protected sanctuary areas with all of these degreed people? Are we not thinking about that? Do we not care? Are they all being paid off or something? What's really going on? Or is it that they just don't know? So I would like to give them credit where credit. I would like to give them the benefit of a doubt and say they don't know. Well, I don't want to continue to hate on people like that. I don't want to talk bad about the college students. I want to say, okay, college students, if you got your degrees, if you in school for a degree or you got your degree, please come see me. You got a degree, come see me. Let me train you. Or, okay, TJ, we don't have that kind of money because we still making all these payments, blah, blah, blah. Buy the book. At least buy the book and get a better understanding, because we need people to represent us. We need, when these politicians go to Capitol Hill, we need them to go down there and ask for things that's going to help us instead of hurting us. Senate Bill 50, that ain't something we need. Anything that got to do with affordable housing, we don't need that. Anything got to do with bringing Walmart or Kmart or Target to your community, we don't need those either. We shouldn't be letting all these big corporations move into Compton and they ain't going to hire Black people in the community. I was fighting in Lamar Park back in 2015 or something. I can't even remember the exact date, to be honest with y'all, but it's in history written down. Go to my social media, go to my Facebook page and scroll back, you'll see it. But fast forward the story, I was fighting for us back in the days because I said, we don't want Walmart. We don't want Target and Kmart. We don't want these big corporations coming here and not hiring Black people. And I just found the paper the other day. They said, TJ, well, they don't have to hire us. I said, why would they not have to hire Black people in the middle of a Black community? They're surrounded by Black people. Oh, well, they came back to the next meeting and gave me this paper and it showed statistics and said, TJ, Black people only make up 8% of California, and they expected the conversation to be over right there. TJ, Black people only make up 8% of the population, so therefore we don't have to hire Black people, because by the time you look at how many of those 8% are actually construction workers, we're just down less than 1%. So they actually do have a less than 1% of Black construction workers. So yes, they can help make that train. First of all, there ain't no Black people underground building that train. They got Black people above ground being security guards for that train. So when you driving by and I started complaining, the more I started complaining about that train coming up Crenshaw and there not being no Black jobs, all of a sudden you start seeing Black security guards pop up. Boop, 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 boop. Like, that ain't no job. We don't want jobs. We want living wage jobs, first of all. So anyway, family, if y'all interested in taking my training class, reach out to me at area code 310-619-3954. Or if you're interested in consultation for me, area code, you can go to my website, thomastjlofton.com, my Wealth Academy, my trainings, DVDs online, or just plain out, give me a call, y'all, 310-619-3954. I got a panel discussion coming up this weekend. On May 19th, I'll be at Crash Unity Center. I got Leo Sullivan, the brother from that created the animation for the Fat Albert and the Soul Train. Also got Queen Amina. Sister just opened up her third clothing store. Brother Derek making some major power moves. Got a whole lot of knowledge and game. And I'll be sitting there on that panel discussion as well, dropping the knowledge. May 18th, I'll be at Juicy Juice in Carson, California, doing a book signing and Q&A. May 25th, I'll be in Atlanta. I'll be in New Orleans, Louisiana, giving a book signing presentation and Q&A at Community Book Center. June 7th, I'll be in Atlanta, Georgia at Shrine of the Black Madonna. June 9th, I'll be at Tassili's Raw Reality giving a presentation, and you can go on. I'll be giving a full-blown presentation about real estate because Atlanta's getting beat down. They need a lot of game and real estate knowledge, so I'll be chopping it up. It's $25. You can go to my Eventbrite page at Monetizing Gentrification and pull it up, or you can catch it on my Facebook page, y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm about to get out of here. Again, y'all, buy that book. Please go to share this video for me. Go to YouTube and click subscribe and hit that bell for me, please. Monetizing Gentrification, $32 to your door, $31.95 to your door. It's a lot of game in this book, y'all. And how about this? I am updating it, and I will be coming out with another one, more updated, or a second edition coming in coming in January of 20. Y'all, because this is a lot of stuff we need to know. This is actually a workbook as well. This is in school, so don't just buy one, family. This is a gift that keeps on giving. It's called Building Black Ownership, family. It's not just about, it's a real estate book of real estate investments and training, things that y'all need to know about. You know what I'm saying? Just opens your mind up to real estate investments. Real estate investments, family. I see too many people all around America that don't recognize the opportunities in front of them. So anyway, family, I'm about to get up out of here and handle some more business. I appreciate y'all for listening in and tuning in. So if y'all can share this video, that'd be great. Other than that, please go to my YouTube page and hit subscribe. Thank y'all. Appreciate it. Y'all have a great evening.